Even though you've been raised as a human being, you are not one of them.
Oshawa, Ontario, the birthplace of Iqbal Siddiqi. Iqbal was born on September 4th, 1979 to Fuzail and Jamal Siddiqi, and from the start, expectations were high.
Yeah, Iqbal was a very pleasant baby, and he came after 4 children. So all the children and his dad and me, we were really enjoying this baby.
Yeah, that was the first day of school he was born. Like we didn't know.
We came back home and my mom said, "Oh."
Yeah, you know, our aunt was in town from Edmonton, and she told us, "Oh, by the way, you know, your mom's in the hospital. You just had a baby boy."
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, we ran around the whole house looking for him.
Yeah.
My sister was taking care of him, and once I was in the hospital at the same time, and he came to visit with my sister. Everyone was thinking he was a 6-month-old baby.
I remember the first time we saw that he was inside the nursery. We saw we're looking for Iqbal, and the nurse goes, "Oh, it's the guy with the little boy with the hair."
Massive black baby with the hair.
Yeah.
All the kids were actually a little bit bigger, and he came after 7-8 years from the last baby, like from Nadia. So all the kids, rest Faisal, Abid and Samia were big, and they couldn't wait when they come back from school to hold him.
He was our little toy though. He was like our little play toy, you know. We were all around the same age, and you know, we'd argue, do all that kind of, you know, sort of sibling stuff, but then for him, you know, we were completely different. We just gave him all of our love and all of our affection. He was just anything that we couldn't have or we couldn't.
Yeah, and there'd be fights between us just to see who could hold him, and you know, if you see the photos at that time of Iqbal in our hands, you see I'm holding him like this, or Sonia, or Nigeria.
And there's always somebody crying in the other right beside them because they never got to hold Iqbal in the picture. So.
Yeah.
There's a lot of photos of me and Abid and Iqbal. So me and Abid are like, you know, imagine like we were like, you know, 11 and 12 years old, and there's Iqbal, he's like, you know, little baby.
See, my older brothers, Faisal and Abid, are Jedi Masters in mathematics, while Samia got her Master's in education. Naja graduated with a BSc from University of Waterloo.
In 1983, after a brief stay in Listowel, the Siddiquis moved to Aurora, Ontario. There, they call the McDonald Drive Projects their new home.
Oh, it's pretty dangerous growing up here. Because of that reason, we don't have too many pictures. Every time we came out to take photos, someone would go and take our camera. Hey, come back here! That's our camera!
After K through grade 1 at St. George Public School, Iqbal attended Devon's Drive. There he excelled in recess, lunch, and conquering the playground.
Whee! At Devon's Drive, I was the first Muslim to ever attend. And the last.
I've known Iqbal since I've been 6 years old. He was 7. I met him on the way home from school one day. My father was making me rake the lawn, and I kind of saw Iqbal. He looked kind of lonely and by himself, and I needed help. So we formed a friendship while raking my lawn.
I've known Iqbal since I was a little kid. I can't remember how old. All I know is that these two, Nick and Iqbal, they used to team up on me when I was a kid. I used to be bigger than them, and they actually used to team up on me.
Me and Iqbal tried to start a rap group and thought we were going to make millions. It didn't work out well.
After graduating with the highest honors ever to be bestowed upon an 8th grader, Iqbal's family moved to a larger home, just as he started attending Aurora High School, which was right across the street from where it all started, McDonald Drive. And it was at AHS where Iqbal really stood out. So yeah, I'm new to Ontario, and I don't know anybody. So I'm walking down the halls, and I see this tall brown guy. He's wearing this big puffy, wearing a magic jacket. I turn to my friend Teddy. I go, Teddy, who's that guy? And mind you, Teddy's English isn't so well. So he goes, that's 8-Ball. 8-Ball? Okay. His parents must be really good at pool.
Everyone liked him. You know, he was, pretty well-liked guy, pretty average guy.
Always wanting to carve out his own identity, Iqbal decided to go against family tradition and not excel in English, algebra, calculus, finite, and physics.
The rest of the children like Faisal and Abid was doing very good in school.
Well, Albert Einstein failed at math, and look how he turned out. I'm just saying.
And although Einstein was no superhero, Iqbal did shine.
We were on a field trip. I think it was the physics trip to Wonderland. We were on the 400 heading north, and suddenly there was just this panic, commotion. I think the driver lost control. It just came to a sudden halt. And when we got outside, Iqbal was in front of the bus, almost on fire. It's weird, really, when you think about it.
In 1998.